This the introduction. Yep, I'm introducing me. 6 feet, 300 pounds, known to rock the newest sneaks. Coolin', never fooling, rocking G-Shocks like it's jewelry. Counting mad currency, flowing better than fluently. A man told me my years ain't match my wisdom. I can't
myself. So
okay, so I wanted to talk to y'all because I got a son 30 years old. What's the plight, of black young men today?
a lot, sir. I mean,
loaded question.
What was your question? I'm sorry.
What's the plight of young black men today?
Young black men
a lot. We're going
what
through
are you
a lot.
Thinking?
We're going through a lot. We're struggling. I think with proper education, we're struggling with our manners, struggling with our women, we're struggling with a lot of things. So,
yeah.
Discipline, whole 9 yards. But
because
like,
my son is also struggling, and I had to come out and get some air and come and pray for him as well. I'll say this. Back in the early 80s, I was about 40, I guess, somewhere in there, 35, whatever. And I was taught that all the prophets in the Bible were black. And I studied and came to find this to be true.
Yeah. I think in Islam, I'm Muslim. Most of the prophets in Islam, they're mostly black.
Yeah. Well, the reason I say the Bible is because all black people have the Bible in their home. You know, and black Americans suffer a particular something unlike anybody else in the world. And you guys are the kings of the earth.
Sure.
Right. But you're being discarded and mistreated. But there's a reason for that. Y'all have to bear with me. Can I lean on your car? My back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hurt my back.
Yep.
I'm an old man.
Yeah.
I hurt my back a few months ago, and I'm having some.
Sir, I'm 30 years old. I have a hard time enough as just standing and go straight. You're in your 70s, so don't feel too bad.
They had quite a few. But it wasn't my doing. That's the irony. It was theirs. Because, and now some of them have been very pretty, but I wasn't never good enough. And so they used me for a time and then said, okay, you got to go now, Jack. And I didn't understand what was going on. So I wound up playing musical chairs with women. But it was them, it was them that was releasing us, rather than us releasing them. And then they pretend that this is us.
Power.
Yeah, but the game is that we're not good enough. And we won't ever be good enough until we recognize not only who we are, because you are.
Sure.
I'm gonna tell you another trick about that. The black women don't want you to get up. Now they say they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
That we all deal with that, like when you notice, and I heard you talking about it a little bit, about like you being busy. I don't know the whole story, but I'm dealing with something similar.
Correct.
And, you know, because I know that the Most High has a specific mission for me, and He has for all of our lives.
For all of us.
And
I like the way you say the Most High. That means you got some knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got some knowledge.
And we can't a life without, fulfilling your purpose is a life unfulfilled, And
a life unfulfilled.
And when it's our time, I always have this vision that whenever, whatever you believe in, whether it's Islam or Christianity, whenever you go to meet your Most High, He has this list of things that He had for us to do. When I go in, I want Him to say, well done, or actually exceed what He had for me.
I pray for that every day, man.
God don't exceedingly well.
Exactly. And women sometimes struggle with that because they feel like they won't have you anymore because you keep elevating and that, like you said, and women will be fighting over us. And
we had this whole conversation
coming here.
Now, to further expound on that, she cannot afford to have you get up. Because if you get up, then she's no longer the ruler. She can no longer rule over you. So she will do anything that she can, and I mean absolutely anything, to keep you from getting up. And that would mean including destroying you. Because she cannot afford to have you get up, because then you have the power. And it's all about power. So since slavery, she has had the power, because the white man gave her the power, and she's not now willing to relinquish that power.
It gotten worse now with OnlyFans, so we don't know what that is.
Now they push it on the media, the strong black woman, don't
Yeah.
need a
Independent,
man.
single mom.
Oh, look at.
Struggle with.
So the whole idea, and white people are scared of you. They ain't scared of sisters.
Fact.
They're not scared of sisters. They're scared of you. Now you need me, and I need you. Okay? You're the kings of the earth. I'm gonna give you a couple of scriptures to go with on the way this morning. And we'll look at, pull up your phone and pull up the scripture on Google, Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. Daniel chapter 7. Pull it up if you can.
Yeah,
I got
I'm on it
it.
now.
Came out, the first one that came, when I put that chapter,
Daniel
Chapter
chapter 7, verse 9. See, everything is in the KJV, but they won't tell us that. Okay, and the preachers are not telling us what we need to know that's in there. And you got it? Huh? Okay, you don't. They got to get it. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9.
I beheld to the thrones were cast down.
What does that mean?
I beheld to the thrones were cast
Right
down.
there, that piece alone.
I do not know, sir. I am not.
Okay, well, I'm going to expound on it for you. Continue to read.
And the ancient days
Ancient of.
and the ancient of days did sit.
Who's the Ancient of Days?
That he who is oldest time. He who is oldest time.
Go on. Who? I'm going to ask the question again. That's a good answer.
Whose garment was the whitest?
No. Let's deal with
7 verse 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Daniel 7, 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Who's the Ancient of Days? That's a question. The Ancient of Days did sit. Now I'm going to expound on I beheld till the thrones were cast down. What are the thrones? The thrones are the seats of government. America's failing right now. Russia's failing right now. Ukraine is failing right now. French are failing right now. United Kingdom is failing right now. And the scriptures say it will be done little by little.
They're 400 years of up.
Yes, they're 400 years is up, and we'll talk about that. But the scriptures say, and that's Genesis 15, 13, and 14. So the scriptures say, I beheld till the thrones were cast down. That means all the governments are going to fail. So I took a look. My goodness, the thrones are being cast down. Thrown down. And the Ancient of Days did sit. The Ancient of Days, you kind of answered the question. The Ancient of Days is God himself. The Ancient of Days did sit after all these governments failed. God is standing there, sitting there.
Beautiful.
The Ancient of Days did sit. Whose garments, read on, I'm sorry, please read on.
Garment was flowing white.
No, read it.
Hair was like wool.
Whose garment was as white as snow.
Stop. Whose garment? So he's wearing a garment. Now this is God. But he's wearing a white garment. Read on.
And the hair of his head was like pure wool.
Stop. The hair of his head like the pure wool. Now all the thrones are cast down. And the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like yours. Wow.
I just said, I thought about dreads.
Wow.
Like in Islam, you only got 4 Arab prophets, and I think the rest were black. So.
Well, we'll talk about that at another time. But right now, I'm gonna take you through it because I got it in here. Okay. And we're talking about Daniel chapter 7, verse 9 right now. The Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Now, you want to know why they hate you? They hate you because of that scripture. They hate your natural guts because of that scripture. And don't you think that they haven't seen it? They know they're falling. They know they're failing. That's why they both want Trump back in. But the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. That's scary to them. His throne, read on. His throne.
His throne was like a fiery flame.
Fiery flame. So he had a fire in his throne. Is that a regular man?
Nope.
But he's sitting on a throne. He got hair like pure wool. And he got fire in his throne? What? His throne was like the fiery flame, and
His wheels are as burning fire.
his wheels is burning fire. Do y'all understand what that means? That's for everybody to read, and no one has shown it to you. No one, because the Bible is so big till you can't find it unless somebody shows it to you. I'm living with my cousin right now because I left my wife the same way she wanted to be my man. She can't be my man, baby. I know too much.
Facts.
Okay, and she want to shut me down from talking to y'all. You can't do that. You don't have the right to do
I'm
that.
telling all these brothers, go back to Africa, man, where women are still correct.
No, you
Most
can't go back to Africa because otherwise you would leave all these brothers here in trouble.
Yeah.
So you can't go.
I didn't mean like indefinitely, but like I gotta see it.
I just got back from Africa. I spent 3 months in Africa last year.
there.
Okay, I went to Tanzania. Where'd you go?
Sierra Leone, my
Sierra
family
Leone.
from.
Okay. I went to Tanzania. I can name all the countries in Africa. South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Lesotho, Swaziland, Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Congo, Zaire, Madagascar, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, etc., etc., etc. You're the kings of the earth. You run the best. I mean, you outrun everybody. You outbox everybody. You beat everybody playing baseball, basketball, football.
These are facts.
Everything that you do is your best.
These are facts.
But conversely, you're on the bottom of everybody. Tell me how that makes
Also
sense.
facts.
Does it make sense? And you can't figure it out. Right now, the three of you put together can't figure it out. But I know. I'm blessed to know. That I didn't get it on my own.
And we were divided.
But I know.
We divided while we're here together.
Yeah.
We're trying to build the whole
Yeah.
Justice League Unlimited of black American men right now.
Okay, well, I'm going to teach you how to do that. You're a king. But you got to take your kingship. You don't need a gun for this. You don't need a gun for this. They got guns we've never even seen. Black folks getting guns right now. I'm gonna shoot and fight. We gonna fight them back. It's not always about guns. All they got to do is, all of them run downtown to all Chicago. In Chicago, they got all these high rises and all these white folks are living all downtown, living well. And all they got to do is put a periphery, a fence around their yard, and cut off all the food in our neighborhood. No, don't bring no trucks in here. And all the trucks are funneling into their spaces. And since we don't own the shipping and all that kind of stuff, we can't ship nothing to ourselves. They get all the goods and services, put the periphery around, and we starved to death. They ain't gotta fight us. We think it's about a fight. There's more than one way to fight. To be the king. That's why they hate black men, is because they want to be the king. Kevin Samuels
God rest his soul.
told some truth. And everybody looked except Kevin Samuels with a great deal of askance. Because he told some truth. Now, maybe he didn't say it in the way that is acceptable. And maybe he said it even invalidatively. The whole intent is not to invalidate each other, but to bring each other up. So maybe he said it, in some instances he was right, but wrong at the same time. Because his delivery and his approach was wrong. And all the sisters are saying, hating Kevin Samuels. And I saw where all the men were marching behind Kevin Samuels at his funeral.
I love Kevin Samuels.
And
I never really watched a lot of his content because I'm familiar with his talking points like that.
Yeah.
But I never really watched a lot of his content like that.
Yeah.
Like I knew women that watched it more than me, and I said, "You see this for Kevin Samuels?" I was like, "I don't watch it like that because he's telling me stuff that like I'm not saying I'm no more than Kevin Samuels by any means, but it's stuff that I already know. Y'all just getting hip to it, you know?"
Yeah. Well, see, black men know. My wife didn't acknowledge nothing I did. Nothing. When she was wrong, she didn't say sorry. Because she was the man of the house. And I couldn't tell her any differently, and you can't tell the sisters any differently. So why? So what's the point? So what's the point arguing with them?
Unfortunately.
Your focus has to be. Our focus has to be different. Our focus has to be on the Godhead. You have to build the Godhead. There's scriptures say we shall be gathered together one by one. Did y'all know that?
Mm-hmm.
It says we will be gathered together one by one. It ain't gonna happen in all the churches. And all the ministers come on down. Pied Piper, come on down. No, it don't work like that. One by one. It may be that you brothers will go gather the brothers one by one, because you have to be a fisherman of men. Do you realize right now that we're doing the same thing Jesus did? In Egypt, Moses told Pharaoh to let my people truly blessed to be here with you this morning. It may be the God, and I say Yahweh. It may be the God Yahweh has blessed us, and He knew we would all be here together this morning.
It was already
foreordained.
It's already done.
Yeah.
It's already done.
Yeah. You see, so take your kingship.
Sure.
And you don't need a gun for this. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Do y'all realize what that says? Y'all got the Word, and the Word was God?
Mm-hmm.
You're carrying God with you in your pocket. Ooh. Ooh. You're carrying God with you in your pocket.
Charged up.
I'm charged up.
You're charged up, yo.
I got to go sit down in my car and relax a few minutes. I'm going to just sit out here and take y'all all in. This reminds me when I was in Africa. I was on the ocean in Africa.
Yeah.
Man, it was so beautiful. You know, you see, but I was blessed to go, but it took me my whole lifetime to get there. But the world is yours.
Same way.
The world is ours.
Yeah, we are the inheritance of the King. The King. Theology, right? Theology means the study of, right? Of thee. So what does thee mean? It means
Yahweh.
Yes, it means Yahweh.
God study.
You heard him, didn't you? That's what that means. Yahweh love you, and so do I.
Dennis, you be blessed, sir. God bless you.
My pleasure.
God bless you.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Now my Hebrew name, I didn't tell you that. My Hebrew name is Daniel. And I've been in the lion's den. So that won't be hard to remember.
Hey, well, you gave us a verse from Daniel, so
I
they
did.
are easy to remember.
7-9. You know.
Yahweh's blessed.
God bless.
I enjoyed it. Y'all got an old man go sit in the car.
All right, go.
All right, sir. You want to start over there first on the board?
On the board,
Then
on
we
the
can go
wall.
in town, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes you just gotta be present.
Yeah, bro, definitely.
You is there a way you can shoot it vertical? Because the way it'd be easier to. I'm better at tracking now. On
Yeah, I always ask you, bro, why? Because you know you can just put
Resize it?
Yeah,
Resize
I just shot a whole video and then just put it in resize. Yeah.
I'm learning how to do that. I wasn't that good at it first. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I could do it this way too.
Yeah. I can resize it for you, but
Like
then
the
it'll
one
be
we did
Premiere
the
Pro.
other day, I just cropped it for reals. Like I'm good at.
I was like, you cropped that one, or because they were.
I cropped it for reals.
Okay.
Okay.
I cropped that. For
Yeah, if you go in the sequence set, I'll show you. I'll find the video out and walk you
I know.
through
I
it.
know.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm just saying.
Alright.
You probably get some footage of me walking. I don't know if I'm dressed sharp enough.
You good, bro.
Okay.
But yeah, man, you definitely.
Just you know.
And for me, Sabri, what it comes down to is I don't have no more grandparents. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I get a moment to be around an elder and have them whatever for. Yeah, bro, I don't have grandparents. I lost all